Hey, what's up guys? I'm Sam and today I'm going to teach you how to run like the Flash. Now practically it isn't possible. So you'll need After Effects to make it possible for you. So let's see what the final effect will look like. Alright, by the way, he is my brother and he's a great fan of Flash. And he hates Reverse Flash. So this is the raw footage that I used to make this effect. Alright, so let's get started. We'll take our footage and drop it onto this icon, which will make a new composition. Now I know that we'll be needing 6 seconds, so I'll just make it like 6 seconds. And shut off the audio because we don't need it. So what we're gonna do is find the point where he starts running actually. So this is the point, and so we'll split the layer from this point. So we can go to edit, split layer. Now the next part is where he stops running, this part. So we'll split the layer once again. So go to edit, split layer. Now what we need to do is to speed up this layer. So we can right click, go to time stretch, and we can set this to maybe like 20, and then bring this layer back and join it together. Right. So let's see what we have here. Let's try to do it in 15 frames per second because we are recording in that frame rate. Alright, that looks good. Now what you can see is that this looks quite crispy. I mean, like, it's not smooth. So what we'll do is enable the frame blending and then right click on this layer, go to frame blending and select frame mix. So this will smooth it up a bit. It will give some motion blur and make it a bit smooth. So let's see what we have here. Alright, that looks good. So for the second part I did the same thing, so you can just repeat that process again. Now in the original example what I did was I added this cool kind of light in front of his back. What? In front of his back? What's that? So I added this cool light which is emitted from his back. So to create that you just need to create a new adjustment layer and go to effect, color correction, curves. Now if you add curves to an adjustment layer and then set the blending mode to screen, it will automatically give you some brightness. I don't know why it does that, but it does automatically work for us, so it's no problem. So we'll go to the point from where he starts running. So we'll zoom in a bit and he starts running from this point. So actually a few frames before he starts running, so like here. Then we'll go and take the pen tool and create a mask around him. Set the resolution to full and we'll try to create a mask around him. So just a rough mask will do. We don't need to be perfect in this. Just make it like a cone or something. And then make another mask with a rectangle tool and we'll make it quite big. And then set it to subtract. So that it subtracts this, and then hit F and feather this and even the first mask. Now you can see that it's not that impactful, so we'll need to increase the brightness a bit and also increase the colors a bit. So we'll decrease the reds because we want a bluish kind of thing, and increase the green and increase the blue. So that looks pretty great. Maybe you can just increase the brightness a bit more, and try to get that look. Right, that looks good. So now what we'll do is hit M and keyframe the mask path of both the masks. So now what we'll do is move ahead and try to match the mask with him. So just move the mask ahead. And we'll do this until we get to the stopping point, the point where he stops. So we'll go a few frames ahead and bring the mask over here. Just adjust the masks a bit. And then we'll take the second mask and run it all over the light so that it just vanishes. And I think we should feather the second mask a bit more. So let's see what we have here. Right, so we'll need to fix it a bit. So what we'll do at the start is we'll just take this and place it around here, and we'll hit Shift D to bring the opacity and fade the opacity in from 0 to 100%. Now what we'll need to do is move this keyframe a bit ahead so that we can see the light for a few more seconds, and try to align the masks more accurately. So I'll just speed this up. Alright, so let's see what we have here. Amazing. Alright, time for some color correction. So we can right click, new adjustment layer. You can rename it CC. So I use specific effects when I color correct any footage, so I made myself a preset that I could use to save some time. So if you want this, you can just download it. The link is in the description below. Download it from there. So we'll just drop it and bam, you get this kind of bluish look. Now what I want to do is increase the brightness a bit. So like 20, and this looks great. Maybe just decrease the blue here and increase the reds. Just try to play with these values. Maybe you can duplicate this color correction thing, remove the sharpen, and remove the brightness and contrast, and decrease the opacity a bit. So you can see the difference after color correction and before color correction. Alright, so the last thing is that I like to use this crop, which gives a black border on the top and bottom, and it gives a film kind of look to the whole scene. So we'll just drop it in here and see what the final effect looks like. Amazing. And of course we can add some sound effects to enhance the effect. Alright, that's it. I hope you all liked this tutorial. If you did, give me a thumbs up, drop a comment below, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching and goodbye. Bye.